From why is Kuminga playing to why is anyone else in the game? Kuminga in Game 3 was just stellar. Incredible at the rim, and even putting in a three-point shot. For a Warriors team that struggled to score in the first half, even though they had a 2-point lead, they ended up having no threes in the first half. In today's film review, we're going to go through how Kuminga really had an impact on this last Game 3 and what he exactly did to have that huge impact. So let's roll the tape right here. Early in the first quarter, Steve Kerr didn't start Kuminga. He got him off the bench to essentially score with the second unit without Jimmy Butler. And you see here one of his first shots of the game. He gets the ball and immediately drives right in. It feels like the Warriors came in with a plan, and specifically for Kuminga to really drive in and shoot those mid-range types of shots. And I think that's good for him, establishing his rhythm. At this point, even from the last game, he still hadn't missed the shot, and so he's going in with rhythm. But I knew Kuminga was a little bit different this game when I saw this specific play. So Brandon Podziemski does a great job of trying to keep everything lateral and make sure that Kuminga can come over from the help side. And this leads to Kuminga jumping up as high as he possibly can, skying, using that athletic ability, and everyone in the crowd looking at it like, yeah, look at this guy right here. He's so happy that Kuminga finally made a defensive play. And that's what we want to see from Kuminga, his action in the game. And I think, obviously, unintentionally, he has so much rest and so much legs. He doesn't have those playoff games from the Houston series. He's able to sky and jump. And this is just another play on the offensive end that we see where he's able to get into Rudy Gobert. The only guy I feel like that was really able to score around the rim with Rudy Gobert. And Rudy actually fouls him right here, and he gets the and one, which is incredible for the Warriors because that ability, as we're going to see right here once again, contesting against Rudy and going into the paint against Rudy is something we struggled with. Jimmy had a great night last night, but when Rudy was on the floor, he really struggled to finish around the rim. But Kuminga, he doesn't really have that problem as much. As you see right here, once again, replaying it, he's able to essentially close the space between him and Rudy very easily. And then his athletic ability to jump over Rudy's outstretched arms makes it so that Rudy can't really contest him as well as he can somebody like Jimmy Butler, who can't sky as high. Right here, we have Jimmy Butler kind of initiating the offense, which he did a lot last night. And Kuminga found himself a lot on the weak side, and right where he's a turnover. But Kuminga, look at the effort right here. I feel like Steve Kerr maligns Kuminga's effort, but he's able to get right back into the play. Does a great job of keeping Julius Randle. And this is a Draymond Green type play. Look at his foot. He has a foot still in the paint. When Mike Conley catches the ball, he catches it right in the shooting pocket, and he's going to go up for a three, right? But Kuminga skies high, gets the block, and look at Guy Santos say, hey, nice job, man. But somehow, unluckily, Mike Conley ended up getting the ball back, and I believe they actually scored on this play. But just showcases Kuminga's athletic ability on defense and that he's wanting to use it and willing to use it and using it intelligently. He didn't foul out of this game or anything stupid like that. He's very consistent. Right here, he fakes the three-point shot, drives to the rim, and McDaniels really has no chance when he goes up for this shot. Kuminga's just a next-level athlete, and you can see that right here. He's the only guy I feel like we can say on the Warriors team that's just a better athlete than almost every single Wolves player, other than Anthony Edwards, obviously. And right here, you can see him initiating it. All of this essentially by himself on offense, going right in, drawing foul. And I like this. He basically has a clear run towards the basket. Instead of shooting a jump shot or something like that, he tries to sky towards the rim, and Dante ends up fouling him as well. And that's an and one right there, which is an awesome play from Kuminga because the Warriors obviously were struggling to score 62-61 in the third quarter late. Is obviously a rough and tumble game. And it's a game where the strength, as Guy Santos with his huge arms showing here, the strength matters the most. And that's what Kuminga has with the less minutes on his body as well as his athleticism. And right here, there's not many people on the Warriors right now who can just cut and you can trust to finish. And Kuminga is one of them, and he's able to pretty easily finish. Honestly, I think that was a foul right there, but he does a great job of finishing and getting into the net. And I think if Kuminga can keep up cutting, keep up the defensive tenacity, we could really see something even bigger in Game 4. And I really expect him to start because he's able to play pretty well with Jimmy and Draymond, and I think allowing him to cut towards the basket can give the Warriors rim pressure, even versus somebody like Rudy Gobert, which they struggled to generate last night. So let's hope the Warriors can win Game 4 because it's looking tough. But go Warriors, and please feel free to like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thank you guys for watching.